Have you ever noticed how some men attract women effortlessly? They're not always the most handsome, the richest, or the ones with perfect lines. Yet somehow, women become obsessed with them. So what do these men have in common? Here's the truth. Attraction isn't luck. It's not genetics, and it's definitely not just looks. It's a set of behaviors, mindsets, and psychological triggers that spark deep desire in a woman's mind. And the best part, anyone can learn it. You can start using these principles today. What you're about to discover isn't about cheesy pickup lines or fake tactics. It's based on tested, proven methods used by those who master the art and science of seduction, because yes, attraction is both art and science. In this video, we'll break down how to become the kind of man a woman thinks about constantly without needing to chase her or prove your worth. Many believe seduction is a gift you're either born with or not. But that's a myth. Strauss, author of The Game, started out completely invisible to women. No natural advantages. What changed? He realized that attraction follows patterns, behaviors anyone can adopt. Women aren't obsessed with what a man says or owns. They're obsessed with how he makes them feel. And here's the truth almost no one talks about. You've probably seen a woman fall for a man who wasn't the nicest or best looking. Maybe he was even indifferent to her, and yet she couldn't stop thinking about him. This is where most men go wrong. They think they need to constantly show interest, be available, and prove their desire. But instead of pulling her closer, this pushes her away. The men women obsess over do the opposite. They don't chase, they create an experience. They spark curiosity, excitement, and emotional highs. They play a game of tension and desire, and that's what keeps her hooked. In this video, we'll show you how to do that without being rich, famous, or conventionally attractive. We'll dismantle common myths about seduction and give you the tools to build a new mindset. The mindset of a man who is naturally irresistible. And here's my challenge to you. If you apply these principles, you'll notice instant changes in how women respond to you. Now let's start with the first big mistake most men make. Most men focus on being liked instead of sparking desire. They think being nice, attentive, and always available will make her like them back. But in reality, this signals neediness, and neediness is the enemy of attraction. The men who spark real desire aren't obsessed with being liked. They create a challenge. They project scarcity and make her feel like earning his attention is an accomplishment. As Strauss said in The Game, what's valuable is what's not available to everyone. If she feels she already has your attention without working for it, her interest fades. But if she feels she must earn it, a powerful mental process kicks in, cognitive dissonance. The more effort she invests in you, the more her mind values you. Now compare two men. The first one tries to impress, compliments her non-stop, replies instantly, and makes it clear he's available. What message does that send? That he's already hers, no challenge. The second man, he's present, but not eager. Listens, but doesn't flatter. He's not always available, and he doesn't seek approval. He's confident. He knows his value isn't based on her validation. Which one do you think creates more attraction? From now on, stop trying to impress her. Make her want to impress you. Let her earn your interest. How? Be less available. Don't reply instantly. Don't rearrange your life for her. Don't show too much emotion too soon. This doesn't mean being cold or manipulative. It means projecting confidence and value, because the men women chase aren't the ones begging for attention. They're the ones she feels lucky to win over. Now let's talk about one of the most powerful psychological tools in attraction: mystery and intrigue. Predictable is boring, but when you create anticipation and curiosity, she'll think about you even when you're not around. Think about a show that ended on a cliffhanger or a book that left a chapter unfinished. You couldn't stop thinking about it, right? That's the Zeigarnik effect, the brain's tendency to fixate on incomplete experiences. Apply this to attraction and you get magic. Women don't obsess over men who reveal everything too fast. They obsess over mystery. Natural seducers know this. They don't explain every detail. They leave gaps, they spark curiosity. Imagine saying, "You won't believe what happened to me today," and then going silent. Instant curiosity. She wants to know more. In a text, instead of saying, "I'm watching a movie," say, "I'm watching a movie that weirdly reminds me of you, but I'm not sure I should say why." Now she's curious and emotionally engaged. On a date, try pausing mid-story. If she's intrigued, she'll ask what happened. That's when you know you've created a mental hook. So try this today. Send a message that leaves a question hanging. Don't answer too fast. Create anticipation. You'll see how interest rises effortlessly. Let's talk about confidence and why so many men get it wrong. Real confidence isn't arrogance. It's not talking over people, acting too cool, or pretending not to care. True magnetism is calm, grounded, and authentic. High val. You men don't need to prove anything. They aren't shaken by rejection because their self-worth isn't tied to approval. Neil Strauss was once shy and insecure, but when he stopped trying to be something he wasn't and started owning his presence, everything changed. Your words can lie, but your body doesn't. Closed posture, avoiding eye contact, nervous speech, these all reveal insecurity. Real confidence shows through posture, movement, and gaze. Before an interaction, pause, breathe, visualize a moment when you felt powerful. Then enter the conversation, not with need, but with curiosity. People will feel that shift, and they'll respond differently to you. Now, let's turn things up with the principle of emotional escalation. This is how you create deep emotional connection, by alternating between fun, playful moments and emotional depth. Many men get stuck in one mode. They are either too silly or too serious, but the secret is in the contrast. A playful joke followed by a genuine moment. Example, she teases you, "You're full of yourself." You smile, "I know, but only the best can pull it off." Then a moment later, "Honestly though, I used to be really shy. Learning to laugh at myself helped me come out of it." That switch, from playful to personal, hooks her emotionally. She sees your layers, and that makes the connection unforgettable. Next time you talk to someone, start light and playful. Then shift into something deeper, dreams, fears, personal stories. This emotional roller coaster keeps her coming back for more. Now for the final key, your lifestyle. Women don't want a man who begs for attention. They want a man with a life they want to be part of. Most men try to impress women by listing their achievements, but attraction isn't about what you say, it's about the energy you project. Neil Strauss didn't change his looks. He changed his life. He built a lifestyle that others wanted to be around. This ties into preselection, the idea that women are more attracted to men who are already seen as desirable. It's not about bragging, it's about being the kind of man who naturally attracts attention. How? Surround yourself with women, friends, colleagues, family. Build a life that excites you, hobbies, adventures, passions. Live for yourself, not to get approval. Exercise. Write down 3 things you can do to build a more attractive life. Maybe it's traveling, taking up a new skill, or joining a social group. When your life is full, you don't need to chase, others are drawn to you. So here's the final message. If you've made it this far, you now know the 5 essential principles. Stop pleasing. Create a challenge. Use mystery and intrigue to spark obsession. Project confidence without arrogance. Alternate between fun and emotional depth. Build a magnetic lifestyle. Attraction isn't about chasing. It's about becoming unforgettable. Start today. Try one strategy, delay a text, start a playful challenge, improve your body language, then come back and tell me what happened. Because when you apply this, you'll not only change how women see you, you'll change how you see yourself. In conclusion, the power of attraction isn't rooted in luck, appearance, or even wealth. It lies in how a man presents himself, the energy he brings, and the emotions he's able to evoke. Throughout this journey, we've uncovered principles that shatter the myths most men believe about seduction. The truth is simple. Women aren't drawn to those who chase them endlessly, try too hard to be liked, or offer constant validation. They are captivated by the men who create mystery, challenge, and emotional excitement. These aren't gimmicks or tricks. They're timeless psychological patterns that any man can learn and embody. From understanding the importance of scarcity and unpredictability, to mastering emotional shifts that create deeper bonds, and building a lifestyle that others want to be part of. These are the real drivers of obsession. You man doesn't need to prove himself. He lets his presence, confidence, and mindset speak louder than words. He isn't afraid of rejection because his sense of self doesn't depend on someone else's approval. That kind of internal security is magnetic. We also explored how crucial mystery is. The Zeigarnik effect tells us unfinished thoughts, subtle pauses, and strategic silence are far more powerful than over-explaining or rushing to respond. A man who understands how to leave space for curiosity, for desire, for interpretation, maybe it's the day you finally break the cycle. True attraction grows in that space of uncertainty. And when combined with emotional escalation, alternating between playfulness and genuine vulnerability, you don't just spark interest. You create unforgettable experiences. This dynamic emotional rhythm keeps interactions from falling into monotony and builds a strong, lasting connection. It makes her feel something she doesn't often feel, and that feeling becomes addictive. But perhaps the most powerful shift you can make is internal. Instead of focusing on what women want or how to win someone over, ask yourself, what kind of life am I building for myself? A man who lives with passion, purpose, and self-respect doesn't need to impress with words. His lifestyle and confidence do the work. Women don't want to be your entire world. They want to join a world that's already full of meaning and movement. This is the difference between a man who chases and a man who attracts. When you embrace this mindset, you stop seeking approval and begin radiating the kind of energy that draws people in naturally. You become the challenge, the mystery, the experience. Ultimately, the art of attraction isn't about pretending to be someone else. It's about becoming the best version of who you already are. It's about embodying authenticity, emotional intelligence, and calm confidence. When you make this transformation, not only do you become more desirable, but you also begin to feel more powerful, secure, and fulfilled in your own skin. That is the real win. So take this knowledge and put it into practice. Don't just consume information, live it. Adjust how you communicate, how you carry yourself, how you respond. Observe the changes in how women react and, more importantly, how you feel about yourself. Because in the end, real attraction is not about chasing someone else. It's about becoming someone they don't want to live without.